second. Yeah. No advert this time.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
Select
Alright,
file.
it's that time.
What?
The time we've all been waiting for.
Oh no.
Select
Oh yes. Oh. Oh, don't nuke him. Why did
Also-
you do this to yourself?
Question for you.
Is it about the game?
Well, it's about 40k lore.
Oh, okay.
Right, YouTuber. He's doing a set of videos on the lore of the Siege of Vrax. And so far it's over 11 hours long, so I was wondering if you had any idea what it is.
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've read into it. There's so much that, like, I can't really remember what I've read into. But I don't think so.
Like I say, it's so far 11 hours long.
See, it does ring a bell. Is it a 30k thing or is it a 40k thing?
40k.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is it Horus Heresy or no?
No, because it includes the Death Corp Creed.
Okay. Give it a quick Google. Oh, guess what I found out? You're gonna enjoy this little piece of lore. His tail nearly came off and I saw it. I saw the seam.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess what about Primaris Reeds? The very first time that they were deployed in a battle, they were slaughtered en masse.
Really?
Literally, they were butchered because they were. Well, they weren't grown in a lab, but effectively they were grown in a lab, and they're useless at everything because they have no actual fighting experience. So they got released onto the battlefield with tons of them, and they were all just immediately slaughtered.
What were they fighting?
I can't remember. I don't even think it was anything particularly fierce. Google it for me. Find out.
What was it again?
Oh,
I
no, it's
forgot
like,
the name.
oh, what, the one that you're on about?
No, yours.
What, oh, I can't remember what the actual battle was called. It's the first time the Primaris were deployed though. A law power up. Use this to catch bigger fish. Yeah, we're excited Tim. We've already started getting power ups and we haven't even had a single level. I don't know if I can go and get other power ups yet. Wait, do I straight? Oh, hello. Do I straight up like? Can I not? I know that I can. Oh, okay. I think the first thing that I'm supposed to do here is go and get a power up, Tim. So do tell me, why did I not just start out with it?
I don't know.
Yeah, here we go. Straight to get a power up. I think. Actually, no, maybe that's not right. Maybe it's just like a really backwards way of entering this place. Did you find out what that fight was called? Or who they were fighting against?
Still looking.
I know that most factions don't like them because they're just generally considered trash. Like, there's a variety of reasons why they don't like them, but that is one such example. Yeah. Oh, the doors aren't happy. The doors aren't happy. The doors aren't happy. Put your sound on. Put your sound on.
Oh. They're not happy.
They aren't. Oh, there we go. Jeez, he's so awkward to control in this tunnel. Like, specifically this tunnel, I don't know why.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Any luck?
Still looking.
That's not what I wanted. It's moving. It's left to move left. Oh, there is. Oh, this isn't a good start already. Oh, he's there! God damn it! He's right there. But it was just like slightly too close. Oh, he wants a bit. He wants a piece. Oh, he wants a piece. See, Tim, no hassle. No hassle. Along he comes. Easy peasy. This ain't gonna be a problem. Why did he say that sadly? He said, "Oh, what am I gonna do now?" But like, in like a sad manner after I just caught his friend. You remember the fact that now he's got a hook stuck in him?
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
I'd be pretty unhappy if I couldn't find John and I hooked him through the face.
I can't find anything on it.
It's out there. Don't make me pause the game and look it up. I'll do it to prove that they're trash. You know, there's nobody watching.
It's not just me not able to find them, is it? No luck?
Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Ingredients from the Primaris in this match as part of your experience. Cause of the most niche loss to Primaris. Well, he was in Dark Imperium, I can tell you that. Dark Imperium. And if 1,4D channel's like a summary of Dark Imperium, because that'll give you everything you need to know. Nobody seems to have a summary of Dark Imperium. Part of Dark Imperium, so you're gonna have to, if you want it, you're gonna have to search for that, I guess.
For the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Oh. I'll just put this down here. I'll jump higher. No. There we go. Yay.
What are you doing?
We're getting the thing.
Oh.
I'm going 100%. Did it disappear? Oh no, it's just really weirdly cold. Oh no, now it disappeared. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm going 100% this on this save anyway, so I might as well.
Ah.
One day we'll make a fishing game for a game jam.
No.
Oh, why not? What's wrong with that?
Pure depression.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing
You're telling me
soon.
if I made a fishing game you wouldn't play it?
Well, I've just realised it means that we could use that shader that Dan was making for the fish to wiggle, or the
Well,
dog's tail to
I
wag.
don't think we could because it doesn't work. If you got it working then we could maybe, but unfortunately that's not something that is feasible. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see if I can go to the... Is it going to float? It's floating. Good. Is that going to run like that? Good. Right. We're off elsewhere. Off for an adventure.
The train headed for Station
The
Square
namesake
will
of
be
this game.
departing soon.
Adventure.
Oh, it's oh no. Hold on. Does he say line?
Oh.
Didn't I see a green-colored stone somewhere?
Eh?
Just smack him with the fishing rod.
Oh, I wonder if I can hook him in the eyeball. No.
I'm just imagining, like, there's no blood in this game at all, but like,
Just
in
that
this one
bit.
thing,
Just
like,
yeah, and like the eye like half pops out and stuff, and like it's like just hanging on by like that little dangly bit that eyes have. Oh, wonderful!
just like, and blood comes out literally on power of like the explosions we had in our Game Jam game, just like boom, all over the place. There's like realistic screaming.
It's making like the proper squelch and everything.
That would have scarred a lot of young kids' lives while they were trying to play this.
It would. Oh, how great it would have been.
It's the power rod. You now have longer casting distance.
There you go, Tim. I now have a power rush. I don't think there's anything else on it. For some reason I think there's something else wrong here. I don't think that bit...
I don't remember. Are you stuck?
I'm not stuck. But this sure is unique.
I don't like the fact that it's literally exactly in rhythm with the game I'm playing at the moment. It really is. That's
I'll say
stopping it. That was scary. It was genuinely smack bang on the beat every time.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just looking at the stream, looking at my monitor, looking at the stream, looking at my monitor, and it was like, hang on a minute. This is...
Oh, there's an emblem around here somewhere as well.
Wait, there's a map?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That was maybe the most frustrating part about the game once playing this. Just because... Oh, I don't go through there. I do go through there? It doesn't look very go-throughable. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, here we go. Catch even bigger fish now. Now where's that emblem? I think it's some more, yeah, like some other party. I don't want to be going back to his... No, I'm going back to his one. No, I think I'm going the right way. I think it's like up here. I know the render distance on them is just low though. Oh yeah, there you go. I think I know where the rest of his stuff is. I think the next one is in the next level, so I think we can just leave now. Would you like to know a fun fact about this next level?
Go on.
Only level in the game that has a power in it. No other levels do. Oh, you remember how slow we were going up that ladder before, Tim? Look how quickly this absolute beast climbs this ladder. You aren't ready for what you're about to see.
Okay. Holy crap!
Yeah! It's just straight up, no messing around.
We'll be departing soon.
I think I have all the ones in the Avenge fields now. I think. I know there's one in like each major place, but I can't think of any that I'm missing.
How many of these upgrades did the Game Grumps have?
That's not a question you want the answer to, really.
Could
Yeah,
that be
hint is
why
not
they were
many.
having so many issues?
No, they just had so many issues
You've
because
discovered the life belt. It keeps you
Bit
afloat
dim.
from roaring water. To swim
lack of a better
underwater,
term.
press
Like
the
there are
button when
instructions. The instructions are on like straight up on the menu. You just don't read them. But yeah,
I mean, I believe you.
yeah, like they aren't on this menu. Oh, maybe they are actually. I don't think so. But oh, the controls. I don't think how to do the fishing though. No, but when you're choosing your character, it'll say like play, cancel, and then instructions. So it tells you how to play the game. Depends on if you want
boulders
to
to break
listen.
the ice.
There we go. Huh. Oh, it's not what I wanted. Can you?
Like I said, I do genuinely believe you.
Yeah, they have a tendency. Well, no, I won't say that they have a tendency because that implies plural, and that's just not true. It's definitely a singular. Did that work? Hey. I'm pretty sure I just saw him there. Yeah, there he is. Straight up. Okay. This isn't where I want to be.
You seem to be spotting him a lot faster than they did as well.
I mean, you can't even say it's because I've played the game a lot, because I'm sure I'm not playing this bit a lot. Where's the other power-up? I know the
I'm
other
sure
power-up's in here.
I'm sure there is that one person out there who insists that that's the best bit of the game.
I've seen a speedrun this. Specifically, like, big levels. But it was like a donation goal. Like, they had to, like... People were donating to torture a speedrunner by getting him to play this. So, that should tell you everything.
How does that work?
What, how does he speedrun it?
No, how does them donating torture him?
Because he has to play it.
Oh,
He had to speedrun this. There's specifically this bit, though. Not like the whole game, just this bit.
that just sounds like hell.
Yeah. It looked like it. It looked like it on his face. Oh, I don't want to be up here.
I mean, I've seen some bad streams, but that one sounds easily on par with them.
Camera, why? I'm gonna have to turn the camera off. Maybe. Fun fact: if you don't like the camera, you can change it to a manual one.
Why would you do that?
What? Change it to a manual one? Because the game's not making decisions for you. Then I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Don't be in here. I'm pretty sure it's in one of the things. That's some spicy ice breaking. Oh. Oh, here it is. I know there's some dinosaurs in this. Oh, Tim! Tim, it's bad! Yeah. Oh, Tim, it's very bad! Tim, it got worse! It got worse!
Oh.
No, it got worse. I can't get out. It's playing the music,
Oh.
Tim. It's playing the drowning music. Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Whoa, okay, that got desperate for a minute, didn't it? There's
Oh, you got the upgrade.
literally nothing more anxiety-inducing than that music in the entirety of the world. How do I get out of here? Is it? No, it's not out there. 3. Where the hell am I? I don't think I've ever seen this bit of the map before. There's a shark there. Oh, wait, there he is. No, this is where I'm supposed to be, I think. Don't ask how we got here, because I can't tell you. Oh, I've got a metal one now. Nothing screams eat me to a fish like a giant metal lot. No, no. Okay, well, we're catching this one then.
It would appear you've come across another problem now.
Yeah. It's too irresistible. Fish just really like metal. Oh, here he is. He wants a bit. He wants a bit. Oh, he doesn't want a bit. There we go. Why does he sound so depressed? It sounds like he's gonna neck himself with his fishing rod. Catch him and he's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? You hook one friend through the eye and you think you've seen it all. Where are we at now? Ooh. Oh. Okay, I know where we are now. Tim.
Yeah?
Why does pick up more levels than me?
Because someone clearly did like these levels.
Did they though? When this game had QA testers, Tim. You're telling me that they like these levels?
Either that or these levels were just easier to implement to and pad it and out.
They don't seem it though, because they all have like unique mechanics. So like, why? It seems like more work. Well, the last one had like throwing boulders and stuff, and then it would like break the ice and that. It's like, how is that not more work?
You know, I have to imagine like what the people in QA were going through. Like, because you'd think they play the Sonic one, and it's like, ah, that was decent actually, yeah. And it's like then they play the Tails one, well, actually that one was pretty decent as well. And then they get to the Knuckles one, it's like, okay.
Not so sure about this bit.
And then it gets to the Amy one, and it's like, oh, no, this is.
It's not too bad, to be fair, with the robot. It could be worse.
Could be worse. And then it just gets to the big one, and you can just imagine them pulling the hair out.
I imagine having a breakdown. I'll bet Dan would rather test 1,000,000 horse testicles than this. Oh boy. I think another thing is the fact that like so many of these like, why am I up here? Why don't I come up here? So many of like these like cutscenes where like the frogs jumping away are just like silent. There's no dialogue over them. So
Yeah.
it's like some kind of like 30s horror film. Like a silent film where there's just music in the background and that's it. Right. Do you want your sound on for this level, Tim? just hear the music a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
Don't you like a bit of detuned slide guitar?
No.
See, I think this. Oh, I can't go down there. I think that this is the worst bit about these. It's not like getting him. It's finding him in the first place.
You say that, but you've managed that pretty decently.
Yeah, but it's random where he is. It's only been like. Ironically, it's only been luck that's made it easy so far. Oh, you want to know another fun fact? This level is absolutely littered with leftovers from Sonic's bit. Like, the render distance cuts them off. Outside there, there's like a million speed pads from that bit with the, you know, the whale.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a million of them left over. There's a ton of rings and just general like objects that they just can't be bothered, I guess, to remove. Also, you want to see a secret?
Go on.
The stream's going to take a second to catch up, but you'll see it.
Ooh, it's a cave.
It's not just a cave though. It's a secret cave that leads to a bit with lots of fish.
And can you catch every single one?
Absolutely. Well, not the really tiny little particle effecty ones, but other than that, yes. You can catch the sharks. You can catch all the. Maybe you can catch the robot ones. I don't know. I imagine they just like explode or something. But maybe you can.
I mean, I don't know why you would, but
Why you would catch all of them?
yeah.
Because to 100% it, you have to catch something daft like. What is it?
You don't have to catch all of them.
You
do
have to catch a ton of fish. It's something like 5,000 grams of fish, and each one's like 500.
Duh.
Yeah. Oh no, indeed. Oh, he's over here. I already went down here. Yeah. Oh no, indeed. It's a big oh no from me. Does he not? He not bothered? No. Oh, he is bothered. There we go. See, Tim, this was no trouble. Honestly, I've enjoyed Knuckles' levels less. I think out of all of them. But,
Really?
yeah. It's not saying that like I dislike his, but it's just saying that these haven't been a problem. You sounded happy about that one. Yeah, like these ones haven't been as much of a problem as they could have been.
Fair.
Not too bad.
Really, we're just killing time until we get to the best one. But oh, Tim, there you go. You just caught him for the third time in a row. He's stolen away.
Uh-oh.
They really don't make it easy, do they?
Come back,
Nope.
please. Give me my friend back. I'm begging you, please.
That running animation.
I don't know why you didn't run in a straight line. I imagine it's because like they only have like a certain amount of ground to work with. If they don't have him like wiggle around, then he'll just like run out of ground. Doesn't sound unheard of. Let's be honest.
Does sound like the most plausible answer.
This
Does,
place
doesn't it?
doesn't look familiar to me at all.
He's having a sniff.
Smells like froggies around somewhere.
Smells
Go
like
see what's
froggies
behind
around
this
here somewhere.
door.
Tim, if I was kidnapped, could you identify me by my smell?
Well, amazingly enough, I'm human, so no.
Well, we're not good enough friends then, are we? until you can identify your friends by smell, it's not good enough.
I mean, you say that. Could you identify John by a smell?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. The smell of burning computer parts.
The funny thing is, you wouldn't have to do it by smell. You could just kind of
You
listen
just
out.
hear him, yeah, but you know.
Just wait for him to come back and watch this VOD now, and
He's not gonna watch. Nobody watches the VODs. They have 0 views, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure literally nobody watches them. I might be wrong. Is he in here? Oh. A little bit of gang there, don't worry about that. Oh, can I start the hammer game? There's... Oh, I can't. That's sad. Oh, it is. It's not the metal one. Oh, it's gold now. Can you imagine fishing with a solid gold lure?
you would have it nicked in a heartbeat.
Oh, you would, yeah. Though, to be fair, I don't know who's gonna steal from this absolute monster of a being. I wouldn't.
Absolute unit.
I was trying to refrain from saying that, because that doesn't even describe him. Way bigger than that. Oh, I can't wait to start enjoying this game again. I genuinely enjoy like the next character's levels, but can't say the same for SEGA Bass Fishing. Look at the size of him! He was an eel in there. Why does he just have a fish tank? I'm not saying they can't have a fish tank, but why does he?
He likes fish.
Why'd they put shoes here? Oh, look at me go. I mean, you're not wrong. Wait, is there an eel in there? Oh, there is! Should I just pick him up real quick? Can I long range people with this? Oh my god, I can! It's a long range weapon! Oh, it won't let me. No. See, they were going on about like, oh, we don't want to give anybody a gun. We can't do that. And they gave him a long range weapon like that. Also, Tim, how annoyed would you be if you had a switch used for like cleaning your tanks or something, and then just some... Oh, hold on. I've got to watch it. Poor docile frog be
Yes, Froggy.
captured by an idiot.
Looks like he needs my help.
Yeah, I'm sure he does need your help. Yeah, if somebody just comes and stands on a like a drainage switch and just gets fish water everywhere. Because fish water is the worst, because there's like bits of fish poo in it and that. It's just terrible.
Hey, you know those, white beaches that everybody really likes?
Yes.
That's fish poo.
Yeah, I know. It's the best, innit? If the camera could stop clipping out of bounds, that'd be real nice.
It would be useful for you.
And again, I'm going to get water everywhere by pulling out this plug. It's sounding like there's somebody in the room with me. Something about the music like sounds like there's somebody behind me, and I don't like it in the least.
I hate it when that happens.
It's the worst, isn't it?
Because you keep on ending up looking behind you and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But as soon as you look back at your monitor, it's like, oh, I swear there's someone behind me again. I've literally just looked, but
Yeah, it's like I can hear them. I know they're there. They're not, but... Did you know there's a secret upper part up here, Tim?
Hello.
Oh, yeah. John, you joined us just in time to die.
Hello.
Oh, he's doing the thing that you do where you just keep on repeating hello.
No, I'm back. Sorry, it's because my sound was turned off.
Alright. John, we want to die.
Why? What's up?
It's big levels.
Oh.
SEGA Bass Fishing, but it's ass fishing.
You've
Oh, I just shot that bomb out
movement,
there.
haven't you?
What? Yeah, I do. Tim, did you see me snipe that bomb out of the air with a fishing rod?
no, I didn't, I'm afraid.
That's disappointing.
I'm not gonna be on long. Only to say hi, and I'm gonna go up to Grand Top before going to bed.
Wait, watching?
Because I've not seen the second part of the Columbia special yet.
Oh, Grand Tour. Oh, I hadn't seen the second part. First part was funny though. Have you seen the first bit?
Pardon? I've seen the first part of the Columbia special. I've not seen the second part.
Have you seen it, Tim? And are you
I've
bothered?
seen both, so I'm not going to say anything in case I get mixed up and spoil stuff.
Okay, well all I'll say is
Yeah,
that
please
donkey
don't.
bit in the first one was funny.
Oh my god.
It's probably not real because I get that like like a set amount of it is scripted, and I would put money that it didn't come across somebody who was like that, but that's still very funny.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, this isn't what I wanted.
Right, I'll let's
Freaking hell.
watch your stream while I'm sat talking then.
Yeah, all you're gonna see is a pained man. I'm on the last level, so
At least that's something.
it's true. They haven't been too awkward so far. I can't find the frog though. He must be back in the main bit because I can't see him.
It's a nightmare, isn't it, trying to find him?
He's RNG. Who decided that? Well, I know. We'll give this one character that nobody wants to play as replay value. Like out of everyone, why? John, would you play a
I'll
fishing
be
game
honest,
if I
it's
made it?
more a case of why was Eggman not a playable character when...
God
or
knows.
why was he removed as a playable character, but then... Oh, there he is. And then friggin' Big was left in.
Don't know. I'm glad they
Best
got the
way
right.
in the world.
I'm glad they got their ideas sorted for the sequel. Oh, he's
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
one of the few games that has been good.
Yeah, the first and second one of this are good games. Animation's surprisingly decent in the second one as well, especially for the time. Because the second one was out on the Dreamcast as well. But like, the animation is like good. He falls in a few places, but did he just
Yeah, but it's an old
despawn?
game. It's never gonna be
Hold
perfect.
up. Did he just disappear?
He did, by the look of it.
Where is he? He's back down here! God damn it. Do I have to like... Did I bring him like too close too soon, or is he not high enough? The water level's real high up, so I don't know what I can do about it if so. There's some goofy looking sharks.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Anyway, at least we did get all the Unity stuff, everything sorted earlier.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, just take a look at that multiplayer tutorial.
I've been busy all day. This is the first time I've been in properly.
You should take a look at it. It's good.
I think I've seen it before, but I am going to take another look, because I want to have a look at the multiplayer stuff. Are you going to take a look, Tim?
Something's biting.
He's not listening.
Oh, we got him again.
But I do reckon, I'm not just saying this because I got today with Chris. I do reckon it'll be good for us to try and do a proper multiplayer game.
What?
Because we've done a lot with single player, and we've shown that we can do a lot with single player. So
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be a good, next step.
The implementation is easy, making it work is the hard bit though. It's hard, trust me.
I'm not saying it's easy, I'm just saying we've shown that we can like do an awful lot in 48 hours. Not for a 24-hour one, I think that's still too out there for now. But for a 48-hour one, I reckon we can do it.
I think it's stretching it a lot for a 48-hour one though, even at that point.
Maybe, but even if we just stick with the absolute basics.
Yeah, what do you define as the absolute basics though?
Just as like a basic, as a Quake clone, but without picking up different weapons and just you have one gun and you run and shoot people.
Yeah, but a first person is one of the harder ones. It's easier to go third person because all the play models and animations are synced. Whereas in first person you have to fiddle with different syncing stuff. The thing is, it introduces like a whole world of thing, because like a third person one is probably the easiest, but then you've got to animate it. It's
have
like
released
it
the
just
floodgates, John.
snowballs. That's the thing. You know, actually, I take it back. There's probably one genre that's easier, right? But you won't like it because it's one that's then hard to get right as a game.
What genre was that?
Driving.
Okay, fair.
Driving super easy to sync because you're literally just syncing one object and that's it. You just sync its location and rotation. And everything else is handled client side. It's pretty simple. That's it.
Then
You've got to make a good driving game. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not. I'm not saying that you're not making good points. I just reckon that we need to start stretching our legs a bit more.
There is one game which, in theory, would be very easy to do a multiplayer on, but none of you would like it.
Oh boy, I already know it. I already know what the words are going to come out of your mouth.
Is it going to be Ursu or something like that?
Basically, rhythm game.
So do you...
You've got to write a
but
rhythm game.
So these are the 7
This is the
words.
thing. It's you've got to make a game, but like with double the awkwardness.
Like that. Like the thing is, if you can think of another way to stretch our legs, then I'm all ears. I just think that we should really try and push ourselves a bit more now, like with what we make. Cause like,
Weren't you the one that was saying to me yesterday that my standards are too high?
Multiplied by 1, that is the controller.
It's a very good point.
The 7 chaos.
but that's because I feel like we've we've made some really good games, and at the end of the day, part of the thing with the game jazz, you come out with a janky game. That's part of par. It's part of what comes out of it. So I don't mind if we come out with a lower tier game if we try taking on a bigger challenge, so long as it's a reasonable like extent, if you know what I mean.
You know what would be something that would be decently simple to do for multiplayer?
Yeah.
If you were to make something that was like F-Zero or like pod racing or something like that, that doesn't have like a direct driving controller, where like most of it is like add forces and stuff, that's probably not too bad. Especially if you're doing it from like a cockpit view, where essentially you model like your spaceship, pod, whatever it is. How do I? Oh, monorail. Especially if you're doing like something like that, you model the vehicle, let's say, and then you model the inside of the cockpit, put the camera in there. The rest is just movement.
Daft question, and feel free to tell me this is way out of scope because I don't know. When do you remember ages ago you did that space fighting game that was multiplayer in 3D?
Yeah.
How was that done, and would that kind of thing be possible in a 48-hour jam?
I've had a brilliant
This
idea,
is
guys.
a hard one to measure purely because that was not written with Unity's networking.
Okay.
It was with Photon back when Photon was a thing.
Yeah.
That said, It depends. I think it's the thing. The actual thing itself, like the actual movement and stuff, wasn't too bad. Getting it to shoot and that kind of thing is awkward. Getting like synced health and all that kind of thing is similarly awkward. Getting synced AI and like objectives is surprisingly super hard. I was amazed at how hard that was. Mainly the objectives, just because stuff just didn't want to work. But then again, that was using photon, and a lot of photon was done manually, as opposed to.
So in other words, without actually looking, you can't be sure.
Yeah, I would probably
That's
want to
fair.
test that beforehand.
That's fair.
What was I gonna say?
Well, if you want, how about me and you try and recreate that with the new Unity stuff beforehand and see.
I'm
if
down
we
to
can
do some
it.
tests. Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we can boot up Unity and spend a few hours at some point just playing around with it and just see what happens.
Right.
So,
You know, there's one thing that would make it an awful lot easier, right? And that is if we used nav mesh for controlling the character.
okay.
So
what
you have a
sense?
top-down, well, not a top-down camera, but think of like an RTS camera, right?
Yeah,
And then,
like an isometric.
yeah, kind of, yeah. And you would right-click on the screen, and the nav mesh would navigate your character there. Because that way you would have to have animations, yes. You would only have to have one going forward walking animation. You wouldn't have to do any of the sidestep or backwards or any of that, because it's a nav mesh, it's just going forward. A nav mesh agent, sorry. Syncing wise, you're not syncing any, you're only syncing one value of rotation, the Y. And the movement isn't too bad either. Because the movement generally isn't that bad, as long as it's just like the basic 3-axis. Because the Unity has a component for that just sort of auto-syncs it. It needs a little bit of fiddling, but it's not too bad.
Aim for the frog and cast your lure.
I've had a thought.
Yeah.
You will probably say no to this, in which case it would be completely fair because this is a bit of a death thought, but
I'll hear it
could
out.
be fun. Do you remember back at the VR Jam we tried making a multiplayer VR RTS?
We're not doing RTS. Don't mention that word around a 40-hour gem, and especially not a multiplayer one.
What if... I
There we
did
go.
say you probably won't like it. What
It's
if we
not that I
tried
don't like
that?
it. It's. Have you ever heard the term out of scope?
No, don't know what you're on about. Totally in
It's
scope.
so far out of scope that it is beyond a computer's physical possible render distance. NASA couldn't take pictures that far. It's that out of scope. And they can take
Oh, no,
pictures of
the
Pluto.
Oh, okay.
What if we ignored the multiplayer and just stuck with the RTS bit then?
Move on.
Or
What?
like...
But I thought
I
your whole
just
thing here was that you wanted the multiplayer.
Well, I'm just
What?
saying...
I'm so confused.
I said if you can come up with a new mechanic instead of multiplayer, and I've just thought, well, RTS instead of multiplayer. I just want something new for us to try and stretch our legs.
I would be more inclined to multiplayer than RTS, I'll tell you that.
Okay,
Question.
out of interest, what particular reason?
Because it's easier. And multiplayer is hard as balls.
I do have a genuine
mean-
question. Right? How difficult would a golf game be?
You know what?
We're
Actually,
not doing golf.
that would be super simple. You could
I'm
100%
sorry.
do that.
We're not making fucking Mario Golf.
That's what I mean though, because you've always said that add force is like far easier than trying to like sync movement, and because it was golf,
is.
it's literally just add force, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You,
Like, you
you
just
could just have the ball, and then you just like you hold down the left mouse button to charge up like a flick or like a whatever it is, and it just like flicks the ball. You could do that. And then you just count the amount of flicks for like having like a part of the course. John's very silent.
I was eating a biscuit, but yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like the idea of doing a golf game. That sounds as boring as hell.
Whoa.
Sorry, but it is.
Have you never played golf with friends? That's a fun game.
No, I don't.
That's a fun game. Indie games went through a period of all being golf games like a year or two back.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Well. So
Well,
I
indeed.
guess a golf game is off there. I mean, you know what? I'll be happy to rule out sports games. Because they are generally... I will agree with you. Unless there's something else going on. It's not that interesting for a jam, at the very least. You can make a decent game out of it, but...
I'd like to point out I wasn't actually asking to do that for a jam. I was literally just asking how easy would that be to do.
If you wanted to watch that Unity tutorial and then make it in Unity, you could probably do it in about an hour. Because that tutorial, well, it's not even a tutorial really, it's a demonstration, right? It's the dude demonstrating Unity's new stuff at a thing called Unite, which is like Unity's like conference that they do every now and again. So like it gives you like a proper in-depth walkthrough of how to do it, but it gives you like the concepts as opposed to like a very specific use. So it's like very adaptable to whatever you'd want to put it on. Yeah, you can make a golf game with it.
Either way, just like I don't mind what. I just think we should really try and push ourselves a bit more. See what we can come out with.
You know what? Let's make a space exploration game when you're on Mars and you drive the rover around. And
I'm not
there's
gonna lie, I'm a
oxygen
little bit
tanks.
hesitant here just because I'm thinking back to what was it? Survival Mars or whatever. Alone in space.
Lone Astronaut was the name.
Lone Astronaut, that's it.
The name of that.
Yeah.
Abomination.
And I'm afraid that was not a good game. Me and you tried playing it at one point and we couldn't figure out what Dan's puzzle was meant to be.
Well, I think the thing is, they weren't puzzles, they were just things, for lack of a better term. They sort of existed. Like, they didn't play on, like, a single mechanic that we already had in. They were all, like, just things.
At
For
some
lack of
point,
the-
it's a pity we're not...
We're not remaking.
No, I'm just thinking that we said at one point that we were going to live stream a playthrough of all our games. It's a pity we're not in the same place because it'll be easier if we were both in the same room for that, I reckon.
That's true.
Have the same computer.
We would only have either Dan's or mine, though, that we could do it at. And Dan's... I don't know if any of us would really have an easy way to get there. 'Cause, like, I could get a lift, but I don't know about you guys. And the alternative is mine, and I don't think we're fitting 5 big sweaty
No.
blokes in this room.
Well, we could do it here in Lincoln, to be fair.
Yeah, we could.
Just what we could potentially do is just do it in my living room and plug my laptop into a TV, and we just live stream that. So
It's true.
that would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon that would be fun. And partly to just do an analysis of all the games and stuff. Like, say why it's shit and why it's good. Like, when you...
I feel like one of those categories is going to get a lot more use than the other. So good. That's good timing. Yeah. Tell you what, right? Watch that tutorial, do some experimentation, and see what you can get going. Because if you can get something decent going in a short amount of time, it's proof.
I'll see if I get a chance tomorrow. If not, it will have to wait till next week.
It was a month for the gem. That's not saying off-putting for a month, but you have plenty of
Yeah, I
time.
know.
I'm gonna look
Right.
into making an F-Zero type game, actually,
Fair dues.
because that sounds on the easier end, on the easiest
Just-
end of atrocious.
Just going back to the live stream for some...
Oh, I forgot to end the stream. Hold on, I just exited out of the game.
Wow.